requested to stay on with me as I move ahead. Now, viewers, let's also tell you that the United Nations Security Council is set to meet today after the U.S. attacked Venezuela and deposed longtime President Nicolas Maduro. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the operation sets a dangerous precedent and stresses the importance of respecting international law. Colombia, backed by Russia and China, requested the emergency council session. President Trump says Washington will run Venezuela for now until what he calls a safe and proper transition. Venezuela's UN ambassador calls the U.S. action a colonial war and accused Washington of violating the UN Charter. The U.S. insists this is not regime change but justice, citing Maduro's alleged narco-terrorism network. The move has sharply increased global tensions over the legality and future of Venezuela's government. I request retired Lieutenant Colonel Himanshi Singh to join me back in the discussion here. What do you think will happen now as far as the politics of Venezuela is concerned? Trump will definitely not allow for the interim president to act as the Venezuelan Supreme Court has mandated her to. What's next then? He says he wants to run the country, but my question is how?
See, it is this political coup which has been done by America without any coup is a dangerous thing. However, Machado had, the opposition leader, she had expressed her willingness to take over, which Trump very nicely denied, saying that she is not very popular leader and the vice president has been nominated and she has been also told by the court. But however, Trump will like to have a puppet head of the state as of now, because see, as far as the political suffocation is concerned, America is much capable of doing it. It has done economical suffocation of Venezuela, which has failed. So now, you know, if in case anybody sits on the chair, is not willing to dance as per Trump's move, will not stay in power, and we will see more sanctions in case they don't listen. See, all the people in Venezuela, whether they are military leader or the political leader, they have condemned this action, but nobody has ever said they are going to take any military action because they have no power. So now, you know, they will start saying things which are in favor of Trump, because nobody wants to get on the wrong side of Trump and rub him there. So gradual re-entry of Western energy companies will happen in Venezuela. Then the oil output will stabilize, currency inflow will start, and social sector will remain underfunded because they don't want the civilians to rise to power. So economic relief in Venezuela will be conditional, and anybody who is going to dance to the US tunes after this military invasion of Venezuela will stay in power. So let's see, because America will still have their intelligence penetration in the political arena, which we had seen, because this coup had three facets to it. First of all, America CIA had actually bought the military generals of Venezuela and the opposition leaders of Venezuela. That is how this coup has been operated and executed. So let's see how it unfolds, but America will only have people who allow America to have maritime surveillance done in the Caribbean route. Proxy pressure will be put on Colombia and the regional partners. Cyber operations, which will target all these people in power who will come subsequently in power, they will be monitored. So military will be kept intact, but they will not allow to respond or react. They will be watched and divided and neutralized.
And so, how effective do you think will this meeting of the United Nations be? Would you not say it's now, like, well, you've already said it's only on the paper, the United Nations, and probably hijacked with the veto that's with the 5 permanent UN members?
Absolutely, Kriti. Your question is very valid. And see, UN has not been doing anything. We've seen so many wars happening for last 6 months. I'm not talking about the Russia-Ukraine war. I'm talking about the various conflicts which has happened in last few months. Yeah. And UN has not done anything very effectively. See, there are 5 countries which control the UNSC. But none of them, except condemning America's action, has done anything so far. And everyone is now worried about their economical interest, their political unrest, and the situation inside the country, and also the military things. So the world dynamic is changing. UN has become powerless. I think they should close down and put a lock on the door. It is just a paper tiger, and it is just a coalition of people who come and give their dialogues. Nothing else is happening except the photo operations. And in this case also, I don't think anything substantial will happen. America has done it earlier also. They did the same thing to Iraq. They did these things have been done to many countries which were never discussed. And this is not the first time which America has blatantly refused to respect the sovereignty of a country. And UN dances to the tune of America. That is very clear. So I don't think anything very fruitful will come out of these meetings. It is just a procedural thing which is going to be done. And thereafter, some, memorandums will come out, and some announcement will be made, but sanction will not be lifted on Venezuela. The president will not be returned. Trump will have their puppet government inside. So what is the point of having a conference and saying that we condemn it? We all know, we all want to condemn it, but nobody will have the might to stand and tell America this is blatantly wrong and don't do it, or you should apologize to Venezuelan people.
Lieutenant Colonel Singh, I think anybody will only want to tell Trump if he listens. The question is, will he listen? But for now, thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Singh, for joining me in this discussion. Pleasure to have you on